I puti I waho I roto I tēnā au marama, he takata hau ki te whai au ki te au marama a ti hei mauri ora. A he honore he korore ki te atua, he magarongo ki te whenua he whakaro pai I ngā tangata katoa. E hange I te atua I ngā kahau ki roto I tēnā mō mātou he whakatungi a tau, tu wairua ki rungi I a mātou mō tēnei pō. I tautuka rana, ngā mahi o te moana, ngā rākau o te moana, he mihi atu ki a koe. He huri no, kia maumahara ki a rātou I atu ki te pō. Haere atu rā. Huri no, tātou ki a tātou, mātou ki a mātou, a tēnā koutou, a tēnā koutou katoa. Ko wai au, ko te poho o tamatia te mauka, ko whakaraupo o te awa, o ko rāpaki o te raki whakaputa I taku marae. Nō reira, kia koutou mā e hui mai nei, tēnā koutou. Welcome. Welcome you all here this evening. We're only expecting about 20 people, Simon. Just so there's so many numbers here this evening, I've been asked to do a short brief health and safety rules for this evening. First of all, nobody get wet. Keep away from the water's edge, please. Our site is still has some health and safety boundaries that we need to be careful of, especially when we enter onto the jetty itself. You can see there's no handrails there at the moment, so just be mindful of when we go onto the wharf. When we do go onto the wharf, I'll let us on with a karakia, an ancient karakia that when my tēpuna Te Raki Whakaputa first come through the harbour, and he landed in Ohenihau, named it after one of his daughters, then come to Rāpaki, left his son Wheki there, and then he came on up the harbour to Ohenitahi, which is this area now. He was safe in that day, and hopefully we'll be safe today. Don't access the waters off the ramp. The portaloos, if anybody needs a wharepaku, that direction. And because this is a sneak preview to tomorrow's grand opening, this is an unofficial opening for us. Just to thank all those that have come and supported the trustees with the work over the last, since the earthquakes basically. So the jetty will be closed at 7 p.m. Okay, so we would like everybody to be off the wharf anyway, so we can put it down and we can open it up to Christchurch tomorrow, to the rest of the whānau that live here in the Littleton Harbour. But it's just awesome to see so many people here this evening. If anybody does decide to fall in the water, just put your hand up. We've got a couple of lifeguards here this evening. Yeah. Well, if you can't put your hand up, just yell. Make sure we know you're not meant to be there. Okay, get the point. If there's an emergency, like if the water sort of disappears, we're out of here. Okay? It's high tide, it's not low tide, and we should make our way out of here. So if we all see the waters, we'll get up to the, I know we'll go to the hotel in Melbourne. What do you reckon? And if there's any other questions concerning tonight, please ask Lois or Prue here. So nō reira, ko Maui home, my name's Maui, Reverend Maui Stewart from Rāpaki. And in my opening, I just acknowledged some points around here, Te Ahu Pātiki, but most in particular Te Hiku o Kahukura. that watches over us tonight. Kahukura was an angel that watched over all the trees and looked upon the love of her life that was the moana here and under the water, Manu Mahukuri, who resides beneath the glistening waters of Whakaropu. Just to go over tonight, I'll lead us on to the wharf. This is the official blessing. And tomorrow we'll just do a quick karakia here and we'll let our children lead us on. This has been a long journey for you, Simon. Can remember the first meetings that we had and the plans or the dreams. Finally, we can wake up and see this dream of restoring an icon to the Littleton Harbour, successfully completed with the help of all you ones, with the help of the Christchurch City Council. We're about to listen here from we're about to hear from the trustees, Nick, also to acknowledge Lois, Prue, Karen Butler, David Cohen, Nigel Miller, Sally Ann
Hiding.
Fitzhiding, and of course Simon Matlock. Can we all give them a round of applause, please? So like any good project, big project like this, it's gone through its ups and downs, and to all those other trustees that have been part of this evening, part of this weekend, part of returning an icon to the Littleton Harbour, thank you on behalf of all of us. Nevertheless, I'd like to hand the mic over to Nick Haywood as a trustee of the Restoration Trust.
Very much. Yeah, good evening, everybody. I've been asked to say a few words about the design and the engineering of the jetty, just for a few minutes. If you can picture, like many years ago, the harbour was actually a valley. It was a deep valley, a deep wooded valley, and over thousands of years, the valley filled in with sediment, and we see it as it is today. Underneath us is volcanic rock. And as we go along the jetty, the volcanic rock gets deeper under the harbour, and the mud gets deeper, the marine mud. So the jetty is founded at the start of the jetty. The timber piles, they go down to volcanic rock, and it's only a couple of metres down. And as you go along the jetty, the rock gets too deep, and the piles end up getting longer and longer, and they're all being held up in the mud. So they're about sort of 9 metres deep in the mud. Something for the kids here, if you're interested in engineering, all the disciplines that have gone on. We've had surveyors out here, they've had drones up in the air, people out on the mud with laser scanners. We've had a barge along the jetty some years ago with a drilling rig on it, and we were taking samples of the soil and analysing the ground and doing geotechnical analysis. And then we give all that information to the structural engineers, and we give them the plans of the old jetty and say, come down and have a look at the old one. We say, we want to build one, we want to build the same thing, please. That 100-year-old jetty, we want to reproduce it. And so the structural engineers put their minds to it. It looks quite simple. It is actually quite a simple structure, but with the modern design standards, with earthquake engineering and what have you, there's underneath, when the tide's out, you'll see there's diagonal pieces of timber there that's bracing. It's to hold the jetty up if there's an earthquake. But as we know, the old jetty actually performs very well in the earthquakes. So we basically had to recreate the old jetty to the modern standards. So it's quite, like I said, it's quite a simple structure. There's about 55 bays along the jetty, and they were just reproduced as we went along. And the construction crew did an absolutely fabulous job. When you look at the jetty, there's been so much work has gone into the building of it. There were things we had to deal with along the way. But what I think to myself when I look at it now, you're looking at the work of a carpenter with a fantastic crew there. But this is ultimately you're looking all those lines, the beautiful lines, how fantastic it looks. That's carpentry. It's been a really fantastic journey. and very happy that everyone's here today and enjoy the walk along the jetty. Thank you.
Thank you, Nick. Of course, coming to work here every day in the rain and the hail can be a bit challenging for our workers, but again, to ask the team to cooperate, especially Alex, if we need to come forward and tell us how horrible this job was.
Hold up, Maui, thank you very much. So, yeah, a few stories, a lot of people here. This all started with a beer with Ruben and Prue, who mentioned they had a jetty to build. And that got me thinking, oh, that sounds like a bit of fun. And I said you should talk to Hebs and get them to price it, because we do a bit of work with Heb Construction. Now, for those of you who don't know Heb Construction, they're a big contractor. They do some of the biggest projects in New Zealand, and their parent company is actually one of the biggest construction companies in the world, Vinci. And I'd just like to pay tribute to those guys, because yeah, it really demonstrates they don't only chase the big ones, they're community focused as well. And for them to put their hand up and go for this job, which is a small one by their books, is really good. And they basically allow us smaller contractors to get in and wife can hold on. She's the only one that calls me. Yeah, so Hebs are a great company. Good on them for taking on a project like this, and all the bother that it causes. So yeah, they appointed us as their main subcontractor, and we actually went and bought a barge from England, because it's our first foray into marine construction. We imported the barge in containers. It's sectional and bolted all together. We built two work boats to push it round. One was called the Rapaki, Maui, we called it, and we called the other one the Governor. Yeah. And they were all handmade by the guys in the yard long before we even got to the job. And yeah, it has been a labour of love. It's probably taken 3 or 4 times longer than I hoped, but I didn't want to interrupt these tradesmen at work. As Nick has mentioned, they're pure craftsmen. They love what they do, and they've really taken pride in it. And it's going to be here forever. You'll never remember if you're a few days or a few months late, but you'll always know if it's not built solid and strong and nicely. So we haven't got any of those issues here. So yeah, the boys will tell you a few stories about the construction. One funny thing was the only noise complaint we had wasn't from the bloody pile driving. It was from the boys' music on the jetty. Had to laugh about that. No one cared about the banging, but they just couldn't put up with that terrible music. A lot of it was mine. But it keeps them going all day, and they trucked on in all weather. And I actually like it, but it was too much for someone. But anyway, they had to turn it down. And yeah, this is Henry. And I bought the boys some brand new high visors, so they look smart for the day. So give them stick. They take it. They've enjoyed it out here. There'll be a few more here tomorrow. They're good lads, and it means a lot to them, and especially to be involved in such an amazing community project. Yeah, we're all about doing our bit for society. You know, we all do this job to help our families and to help New Zealand, and this is yeah, tribute to that as well. Good on you guys for getting together and getting the money up and helping pay everyone's wages. Yeah, so here's Henry. Cheers.
All right, good day everyone. I'm not supposed to talk today. This is supposed to be Klaus, which is our finisher. Klaus is he's on the top man, so he's our finisher for this project. So everything that you can see, the sharp things out there, that's all Klaus. So Klaus, put your hands up. Yeah, so that's Klaus. See how nice and shine? That's how spotless and things he does out there. So anyway, like I say from the beginning, from the last time we met here with Trust, this is not just another project for us, So we bring out, we build it with our heart, just it's an honor to do it.
This is not just another project. And to be able to do it something with timber, it's not much out there. And for our generation to do something like that and leave our footprints behind is really, really important to us. So every single one of the trust that that's here heard that. So I'm not going to repeat myself because I'm not a parent, but look, it is an honor to do it. Looking forward to for another one across the bay. So yeah, thanks everyone.
Some no music, eh? So the materials that were for this jetty, the wood, and as of course you can see there was a lot of it. I'm going to ask Martin to come forward and talk about some of the resources we used.
Kia ora everyone, and again thank you for the invite, and it is actually a special occasion for me to be here. One of the reasons to be here really was just a bit of a reach out to Louisa probably 3 or 4 years ago. Just I'm a bit of a community person myself. I was born in Oxford. I won't give you a whole repertoire of my life, but born in Oxford, certainly a community guy, and thought how can we get involved here. My sister got married here in about 2006, and I've jumped off this jetty many times before. So when I decided to start up a timber business when I got back from the UK, which was a bit random, I got in touch, and next thing you know, we're standing here with an incredible jetty that's been built. And just from a personal standpoint, I just want to thank the jetty for having the opportunity to be involved with such a great project, and to sit here today and see it come to fruition is just amazing. So just a massive thank you from me, and well done to you all. So there is a lot of timber here. There's a shitload of timber, to be honest with you. There's about nearly 400,000 tonne of timber. There's about 1.5 kilometres of piles that are out there, Nick mentioned about. And we actually had to design it around how long a pile could fit into a container. A 40-foot container is just over or just under 12 metres long. So Nick came up with the idea, well, let's make it about 11.8. That'll do. He's an engineer. So we made it work. So most of the piles down the end there are about 11.8 metres, and like Nick said, about 9 metres into the ground. There's a lot of, if you're a bit of a greenie, there's a lot of sequestered carbon out of the atmosphere in this jetty out here. There's about 600,000 tonne of sequestered carbon that you've taken out of the atmosphere. So building with wood is a very, very good thing. There are species like grey iron bark, spotted gum, which are very, very durable timbers. Grey iron bark being one of the hardest timbers in the world, to be honest with you. So it's a great achievement, and working with Alex and the team and Adrian and Heb, a fantastic result. Like, absolutely we had challenges getting here. Don't order timber during COVID. Don't try and drive a boat and try and get here faster. There's been lots of challenges, but we got here, and it is great. And to see so many faces here and the community behind it and the sponsors, I think is a testament to you all. So congratulations, and we'll see you tomorrow. So thank you.
Thank you, Martin. I just wanted to reiterate the drive behind this whole kaupapa, this whole project. Talking with Simon here earlier on, this is dedicated to the children of our community, a lot of which are struggling, and they're struggling in this community. And we're lucky to have homes in the bay that can serve the needs for not only for the children of our community. I know if I was young, I'd be down here every day using this wharf, and hopefully with years to come, it'll continue to provide for the community. I'm just going to find me a karakia here. This is for Blessing of a Taonga, and it talks about everything that comes from our Mother Earth, Papa Tuanuku, and without the radiancy of Rangi Nui, nothing in this world will grow. Followed by this, if I could get somebody to move these chairs to one side and follow me to the end of the walk. What? Ai te atua he runga rawa, e te atua he kaha rawa. E tēnei taku whetai ki a koe i te kāinga o ngā mea katoa. Mō tēnei taonga e kohati tia mai nei. I te whae a papatu anuki i te kai i te aki o te moana o ngā awa e tangaroa. E whakawhetai mai ana āhuatanga ki runga i tēnei mahi mō tēnei pō. Kia tau mai i te runga i te rangi Māori me te maungarongo, ihi mai i te manaakitanga. Ki te tangata nana nei koe i te tonga. I te tangata hoki kia mau i tēnei tonga whakahere ko iu karaiti hoki te mātou āriki. Amen. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the completion of this safe project. For those who step on to this jetty, may they remember the pride of the hands that helped put this together. For the wood that come from our Mother Earth, and for the blessing of us all here this special evening. Nō reira, kia tautaranga Māori. Tani mahuta. Really wero te mai te mauri, mauri tū, mauri ora. Haia te awa. Te pūtai tue, te pūtai aho. Haia te awa. Whaki a ruka. E ruka tāne, e raruga tāne, e whakapaku a tāne. Ko mai ki te maru whenua. Ko mai ki te moana o takutua. Orangi nui e runga mō whakatua nuku e raro. Uhi wero te mai, te mauri tū, te mauri ora. Te mauri o te whenua, te mauri o te moana. Te mauri tū, te mauri ora. Uhi wero te mai, te mauri, te hei mauri ora. Kia tā, kina te kawa. Te kawa nui, te kawa roa, te kawa whakahiri. Kia tā, kina te kawa. Te hunga toka tori tapu. Ara, ko te koi nui, ko te koi ro, ko te koi whakamana. Whakarongo i wara ki te au ewa tapu. Au ia mai ki te ngāka, hini ngaro, ki te hini ngaro, ora ki te hini ngaro. Whakamārama. E tai pai koe i o mātou whakamoi wiki. O rangi i runga nei mō koputua niku e taki tō nei. O te moana a Tangaroa, o ngā pūke kōre, o ngā taimaha tangata. Uhi wero te mai, te mauri tū, te mauri ora. Ka whakapapa pāuna mu te moana. Kia Māori no te moana. Mātai. Wairia. Wairia, papa e takutu nei, wairia. Wairia, raki me te kone, wairia. I te tepuna, te raki whakaputa. O te raki māmoe, i te kawaitaha, o kaitau tōnu. I te whānau whānui, o ngā maunga whakahi. I te pōholo, tamatia pō kaiwhino, e te rukoku kure. Te moe ngā wheke. Te mautere o Tamahua, te mau te reo ori papa. E mauri a mai, te mahi i ro te tēnei raka. Mauri a mai, mauri a mai. Waire, waire, waire. Waire, raki, te rone, waire, waire, waire. Waire, awe, te matanei. Mai te hau ora. Te hau ora mai anu ki te hau mai te hau. Tu te ruaki whakamau a kia tīna. Hui e,
Tai ki e.
e te atu e kahara wei. Tēnei te kōki e kai i te rāka liro te taunga. I te ara o te moana anu i ākiwa. E te mai rā ki te taunga. O te tai rā. E te mai rā i roto i tēnei taunga. Tuhi wero, te mauri ora. Te mauri o te tangata. Te mauri o te moana. Te mauri o te manu. Tuhi wero, te mauri.
Tai ki e.
Haia te awa. Te pūtai tua te pūtai aho. Haia te awa. Hoki a te raka. Haruku a tāne, raru a tāne, pakupaku a tāne. Hau mai ki te maru whenua. Hau mai ki te. Ki te rangi e tui o nei mai e. Mai e te moana e te. Te moana e te koto nei. Te whenua whakarau po. Ki te mana. Ki te wero. Uia, ki te rai tui o nei. Uia. Uia, ki te manga whakehimunga pūtea kōrero mū. Maria maia. Maria ki te moe. Ki te pō. Maria mai ki te ao. Tēnei ki te whakawhiakai ki a koe. Ki te taonga e tui a. Tui aro te tui o aho. Tui a. Tui a muru e ki hoi marai. Mara. Tui a. Tui a ki te raku a tāne o te ngā here. Tui. Tui wero te mai, te mauri o te whenua, te mauri o te moana. Tui a. Tui wero te mai, te mauri ora. Te hei mauri ora. Te mauri ora, te moana, te mauri ora, te whenua e mauri ora, ki te raki. Tū mai rā i te moana. Tū mai rā i te taonga. Te taonga e tapuko mai nei e.
Ngā mihi.
E te atua he kaharawa e tuwhirana nā kaukātou ki a koe. E mo i ana ngā he katoa, e kore hoki ngā ngaro ki nei. Kore e te mātu whakaro a te waimata. E pono ai te aroha ki a koe te whakanui o te mua tapuki e karaiti. Korori ki te atua e runga rau e mawarongi e te iwi o te whenua. Te āriki e te atua e te kingi o te rangi e te atua kaharawa e te mātua e kore pika mātai ki a koe. E whakawheta e whakamoe me titi. Ki mō tōkororia. E te āriki o i ukaraiti te tama kotahi ki a mātou. E hoa te atua, te remi a te atua. Te mahi o te atua. E tū mai rā ki te whai au ki te ao mārama. Tui a i te mauri, tui a ki te whenua. Tui a i rongo mai rā i au mātou i noi. Kukui anaki te te kahaere o ngā rawa, I raro o te mana, manaakitanga. I ukaraiti hoki te mātua. Reira, I tai pai kuia mātou, I whakamwhetai ki au ki atu he kaha rawa, te araki o te rangi, I tō mātou mātua I te rangi, kia tapu tō ingoa, kia tai mai tō rangatiratanga kia mea te tau e pai ai ki runga I te whenua, kia riti anō ki tō te rangi, mo mai kia mātou I taro mo mātou mo tēnei rā, uro mātou hara me mātou hoki e muri nei, I o te hunga e harana kia mātou au e hoki mātou I kauia, kia whakawai ngāri whakarongi a mātou I te kino. Nau hoki te rakatiratanga te kaha I te kororia, ake. I honoro he kororia I te I te taonga, I tū mai rā, I te mauri o te tangata, te mauri o te ora, tihei, mauri ora. I tū te ra mai ngā iwi, tātou we. Tū te ra mai ngā iwi, tātou we. Whai a te rāramatanga, e te āroa e ngā iwi, ki a putamutahi, ki a putahira, tātou re, tātou, pūriti e kia mau, iau e hei, ha. Wow, pretty good, right?